or better known as IU, may seem like a small, cute Korean girl to a non-K-pop fan, yet her dominance in the music industry is indisputable. Though only 23 years old, IU consistently tops the music charts and stars in dozens of CFs and performs lead roles in dramas.
Today, we will be looking at how IU and other K-pop stars use intertextuality as a means of solidifying their presence. We argue that intertextuality allows K-pop stars like IU to transform her image and is a deliberate strategy by the industry to increase their artist's influence.
What do we already know about intertextuality in popular culture? Cultural anthropologist Patrick Galbraith notes in a study on Japanese idols that, with the intensity of its media culture, idols and celebrities create an intertextual web of meanings that link forms and contents together to produce new meanings. In film, television, music, and advertising, meaning is contained not within individual texts, but rather across a network of textual relations. Indeed, such an understanding of intertextuality can more than readily be applied to Korea's pop culture scene. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you will be able to expertly notice and identify the countless instances of intertextuality that saturate the Korean pop culture scene today.
If we jump back to 2008, when IU was just 15 years old, the K-pop industry was heavily dominated by idol groups from the big three companies. As a means to distinguish IU from the saturated idol groups, Lowen Entertainment termed IU's debut album as a hybrid pop album, composing of, quote, the basic ballad line, electronic sounds which are the latest musical trends, and hip-hop rhythms, end quote. Within the first music video, IU's reputation as an artist who uses literary works as an inspiration is evident with a very spooky folklore theme. The protagonist played by IU represents the artist at a very young age trying to comprehend the cold realities of the music industry. While the lyrical content seems to reflect that of a lover's longing for her partner, the encircling, naked, pitiful creatures who look like characters from the Grimm brothers can have a double meaning for the memories of her lover, or, fittingly in our context, the dangers of the industry.
Despite winning Rookie of the Year from the government, Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the album received limited commercial success, and even insults were hurled during her debut performance on Mnet Countdown. Reflecting the poor reception, IU's next two albums would be starkly different to her debut. As a means to transform her image, Lowen would emphasize the bubbly nature of IU's youth and personality, a key differentiator to her peer artists.
Both Boo and Marshmallow are considered as IU's personal low points, as she disliked the girlish costumes and hairstyles fashioned for song promotions. However, the public was very receptive to the cute image, and she has since utilized her cute youth image even in more serious lyrical songs. While her debut song also dealt with issues of growing up, IU would soon embody the title of the nation's younger sister, with more explicit references to her youth in future releases.
During this time, IU participated in variety shows and performed acoustic covers of hit K-pop songs on music channels. While her original releases allowed her to be present on these shows due to increased popularity, more segments of the population were able to see IU the artist through her performances on TV. The act of covering a musical performance using pre-existing songs is a direct example of intertextuality, where IU was able to legitimize her musical skills as an artist by interpreting songs already familiar to the public.
IU's first #1 song, Nagging, also capitalized a wide range of intertextuality. A duet song with 2AM's Im Soo-dong, the song initially debuted at 12 in the Gaon digital chart was soon catapulted to first place as the song was used as the theme song for the highly popular mock marriage variety show We Got Married. With the success of Nagging, IU continued to participate in more variety shows like Heroes, which revealed IU as a person rather than just an artist. Her appearance in variety shows also led to IU's entrance into the acting world as she became part of the cast of Dream High, a hit musical-like drama showing the trial and tribulations of a K-popified reality.
Since Nagging, IU would continue to dominate the charts upon every single release and collaboration. A deeper look into IU's areas of success will reveal to us just how much intertextuality is employed by the K-pop industry.
In her album A Flower Bookmark, IU covers various 80s and 90s hit singles. In a market that endlessly demands the new, why return to the old? In creating such intertextual links with the past, IU does several things. First, it accords to her a sense of legitimacy as a real artist. Notice how IU is also being shown here, guided by the older artists. This constructs the image of an obedient daughter, which is crucial in a culture with deep Confucian roots. As cultural historian Kang Jae-eun teaches, the Chosun dynasty advocated Confucianism as the foundation of politics and education. Further, by being in the same room as the very people who recorded these classics, IU represents here a seamless bridge between the past and the present, as if to convey to the audience, it is IU who will preserve Korea's cultural heritage. And second, it lets her appeal to an older audience. We're talking ajumas. Through hearing a recognizable song in a contemporary musicality, older audiences may find a way into the world of K-pop today.
Throughout her career, IU is known for covering songs of other artists of different nationalities, such as Super Junior Sorry Sorry, Jason Mraz and Kobe Kalei's Lucky, and Koji Tamaki's Friend. In the K-pop industry, exposure to currently famous artists can allow new artists to be noticed. By covering songs sung by popular artists or songs that were big hits, IU gains attention and promotes curiosity. Collaborations with internationally famous K-pop artists creates the same effect, but with an international audience. By appearing on foreign variety shows and even releasing songs in foreign language, it shows her effort at trying to appeal and create a feeling of intimacy with her international fans. These type of intertextuality strategies establishes a false sense of familiarity with fans and appeals to the targeted population. Since intertextuality is commonly used in the K-pop industry, it is hard to tell whether these attempts were used solely just to gain fans or if IU actually wanted to showcase her interests.
Lastly, IU would not be the IU without having a fairy tale element in her music videos. Combining her lyrical content with fairy tale imagery, as depicted in The Red Shoes and You and I, IU attaches the youthful image directly to her identity. Even her more mature themes in the song 23, the coming-of-age issues and a visibly sexier persona, is a reflection of IU's grapple with her youth identity. Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland is constantly referenced in 23, where much like Alice, she struggles to deal with the very mad world of certain expectations of adulthood. The album of 23 itself is called Chatshire, a play on words of the Cheshire Cat in Carol's story. This intentional depiction of IU in Western fairy tale serves two purposes. One, IU establishes a youthful image as integral to her identity, and two, IU portrays her life using relatable fairy tales that a global audience can connect with.
IU's image as the nation's younger sister is one that is deliberately manufactured and maintained. Intertextuality both reinforces and facilitates transformation of such an image.
Invoking nostalgia through intertextuality affords her a sense of legitimacy and invites older audiences to today's K-pop scene.
However, when IU becomes an older artist and outgrows her title of the nation's younger sister, how will she remain relevant? We believe intertextuality will continue to craft IU's identity, whether it means taking on more mature roles in dramas or CFs, or incorporating more adult thematics within her lyrics. One has to question, however, whether K-pop stars like IU can truly attribute their success to the mastery of their craft, or if it's due to their successful image transitions at different points in their careers.
The question is up to you.
The fans
Watch and listens to
IU.